All right, this is basically why I think running dribbles are important. Something I've changed my mind over in the years, and I kind of thought they were as useful at the beginning, but now I'm starting to see how useful they are. Um, so what this does is it kind of slows down the sprinting motion, so we can have higher frequency and we can teach mechanics early on before we really get into that top speed sprinting. So it really focuses on your shape, having that nice cyclical motion, right, in a circle, knees and stay in front of your hip, heel kind of tucked behind your knee, and then you're landing on your toe and not striking your heel. I think those are all super important things, right? And then it teaches me how to have a big front side mechanics and a small backside mechanic, of which I'll kind of go on later. Because if you have too big of the backside, you just wasted time. If you have a big, nice, powerful front side, you can put more force into the ground. So it's nice to slow down that motion, and then we put in the tempos, right, at like 70, 80%, because then you can do it at a slow speed, work on those mechanics, but also build up those amount of foot contacts that you need in order for it to be beneficial, so that you're used to that distance and that amount of contacts and force, right, for when we get into those top end speed sprinting maneuvers, right? So when we're hitting that 150, 200 yards of sprint volume at top speed, your body's not going to be in shock, right? And it's just a nice way to even get your body moving again, right? After a long season, you're pretty beat up, pretty sore. So it's just an easy way to get into technique, mechanics, and take some load off you, but also get some valuable work. So if you've never really done dribbles before, right? Well, how I explain it is like it's a little monkey riding a bike or baby high knees. So my goal here is that there's ankle dribbles, there's shin height dribbles, mid calf, and knee height dribbles, right? When you're doing these, important things is I'm getting my knee nice and high, right? Depending on the height I want. My ankle is slightly tucked in behind my knee, should be in your A position. When you go down to strike back, you're going to go down and around and then back up, okay? The bottom of my foot should be level with the ground the entire time. So if I'm doing ankle, I'm just doing little circles here, right? If I'm doing shin, if I'm doing knee, one thing that's going to help you a lot is having that neutral pelvis, right? Belt buckle to the sky. You're going to free up a lot of space and you're going to move a lot easier. If I'm kind of that anterior tilt, I can't get as high. So set your neutral pelvis, knee high, ankle tucked, down around, boom. Can't figure it out, just think like it's a baby high knee. My ankle should never be in front of my knee itself. And then I want to limit my backside. So I'm going to come here to the bottom of my butt, through, right? I don't want to see that. I want to be up and around. So I'll do a couple reps, let you guys see what they look like. One important thing you should feel in this is like I'm pulling my foot against the turf, right? I'm not stomping into the ground. So I want to hear almost like a sh. If you're in shoes. It's a little bit harder in cleats, but you'll get that pulling feeling if you're in cleats. So these will be your shin height, calf height dribbles, same thing. Obviously, as you get better and better, we'll add some speed to them, and they'll get a little bit more beneficial, and we'll be good from there. But start off slow, get the motion, then we'll add in the speed. So these will be knee height. All right, that's the general premise on dribbles, why they're important, how to do them. Let me know if you have questions, boys.